Well, hello, everyone. And, well, no one's here right now, but hey, there'll be more people here later, we hope. So, what is going on today? I'm doing well. Not as hot as it was yesterday, so that's good. But, we definitely gotta talk about a few things. First and foremost, good old Boogster, Boogeyman, the Boog Bro. He has confirmed that he lied about his cancer diagnosis. Oh no, who saw that coming, right? Well, we all did. So, let's get that out of the way. I'll have to edit that chat thing in a minute, but I do have the wonderful clip here that we are going to watch, and we are going to be going through it in real time. I have it to this very specific point only because of the fact that I love how Boogie yells at Muda that that Muda is a manipulative, lying asshole or whatever he calls him, when Boogie himself is probably one of the most manipulative piles of garbage that exists. So it's a very interesting and ironic little piece of dialogue there. So let's not waste time. Let's go ahead and get into it. I don't plan on this particular stream to be long because I do want to go back to my other fun stuff. But let's just cover this so that way we can finally be done with it and get it out of the way, and just have it set in stone that Boogie is a lying garbage human being. And we'll go over all the points that are made, especially by his co-hosts.
Hey, I don't give a fuck. Hey, my fucking dad died of black lung that led to fucking lung cancer that killed him.
Oh, by the way, for the sake of context, what went on just before this particular moment was Boogie and Mudahar were talking about the possibility of Boogie lying about cancer and about how it is a terrible thing. As a matter of fact, one of Muda's relatives just recently was diagnosed, I think, with a reoccurring thing of breast cancer. Basically, breast cancer came back. They got rid of it before, but it came back. And I'm with Muda on this, that I would be just as heated over someone lying about a cancer diagnosis if they didn't have cancer, just to, get whatever bit of sympathy, money, or whatever it is that they can out of people. It's very gross, but, it is what it is. Let's continue.
I'm sure he did. I'm sure he did.
Fantasy drowned in his fucking blood. Died in 2001.
I'm sure he did. You can open up about everything else except that.
Danielle Mooney died of fucking breast cancer.
You can expose everything about his life except for one thing that was proven wrong.
She died with a fucking
everything
in her fucking head. And I would never lie about cancer.
Okay.
And it's
you would never lie about it? You won't even do it.
It's fucking
I 100% believe you're not just lying about this, but everything else.
1% chance I'm proving a goddamn thing to your dumb fucking ass.
Yelling isn't proving anything. Yelling doesn't improve anything.
I'd rather fucking go down. I would rather die of cancer with everyone think I'm fucking lying than to prove a goddamn thing. You're a piece of shit manipulative ass. Go
there it is. Oh, there it is. Piece of shit manipulative ass. Yeah, you're one to talk, Boogie. You're one to talk.
I'm not the one getting manipulated, and he's the one doing it and failing. Rolling a fucking critical failure.
Manipulation. I'm telling you that you can believe what you want. Go fuck yourself.
Where's rolling a 1 on the fucking charisma check?
What's the manipulation? What's the manipulation?
Stop for a second. Stop. Both of you for a second. I'm going to ask the members, because they're obviously the #1 supporters here. They're fucking paid members. I'm going to do a poll with the fucking members, and I'm going to ask them if Boogie doesn't prove to at least me and Muta that he has cancer. And
I won't do it on live.
Listen to me.
I won't do it on live.
I'm going to ask the audience. If the audience says that I need to do this, then we have to do this. Because look,
I won't do it on live.
Here's the thing. I will tell you this. I've been friends with Muta for years. He will not leak it. I know he will not leak it. I don't want.
No, it's more a matter of principle. This motherfucker said at your party, $10,000 isn't even a lot of money. Talk about.
Oh no! Stop saying me out of context. I said $10,000.
Oh dear. Yeah, I'm loading other stuff in the background, so the stream might get a little slow, and I do apologize for that. But yeah, I'm just gonna let that moment play out because Muta explains what he meant with that.
And telling out the audience you built for 15 years is not worth it. That is a small amount of money for the fucking.
Oh dear.
Will you build over the years? So how about we include all of the context there? And yeah, 10K is a small amount of money once you built the audience for 10 fucking years and you fucked them this way.
And like I told you, when your bank account is negative, you fucking need it.
Yeah, when your bank account is negative, that's when you go out and get a fucking job. You don't fucking scam over the rest of your audience that still remains and sticks by. That's what you do. You get a fucking job.
Yeah,
you go out, you go to the fucking employment line,
I got hired to promote a video. I got hired to promote a video. That was my job. I did the job.
You got hired to fucking throw your audience to the sharks.
Nobody did that. That's a straw man, and you fucking know it.
That's a straw man? Why the fuck would they need to hire you? Why would they need to rent out your audience? Why would they give you 10 grand to promote it?
Funny, because it was funny. These guys fucking manage Afro Man. They do all kinds of stunts.
Then why aren't you promoting it more? Why aren't you standing by that? Why aren't you standing by that?
Because I'm not getting paid anymore. So why, if I'm not getting paid anymore, why would I make another video? When I get paid, I'll do a second video.
So you got paid $5K, but you weren't waiting for your obligations for the other $5,000?
I did both of the things. I did with the live stream counted. Since you guys decided
I'm gonna do the poll in exactly 10 minutes. All right, I have to do this poll. I'm gonna ask the members if I should fire you if you don't prove it to me and Muta.
I won't do it on live, but I will do.
You know what? You shouldn't even have a fucking job, bro.
I will get.
You shouldn't even be on here.
When they decide, when they decide, if they decide that I have to send it, my brother get something for you, and he'll fucking show it to you.
No, Boogie.
You cannot show it with Muta. And no, I'm not. No, that's how it's going to work.
If you know what? You know what? You have no respect for the audience.
Do you think he's going to leak it? Do you think he will? Because he won't. I'm telling you right now, he will not leak it.
You're not allowed to see it. You're allowed to tell him. That's what you're allowed. That's the agreement we're making. Or you won't
put me
get
in that situation. I need another witness to this. I'm your boss on this show. Like, I could be covering for you. I could be lying.
Anybody but him? Don't be anybody.
No. See, how can you, in any reasonable fashion, how can you say that you'll only show it to your well, may as well be his boss, his quote-unquote boss, right? I'll only show it to you, boss. No. Even he knows that that's not the way this works. Because if he does that, just like he said, he could be covering for him. So why would he do that? It's ridiculous. It's an absolute ridiculous thing. And the bad part is that Boogie knows it. That's why he's trying to use it. Good old manipulation always works, right?
No, it has to be him because he doesn't like you. Hey, he has to be the one. It's
don't let it be me. I don't want to do this.
I am not going to do it here.
Don't make me the only witness. Don't make me the only witness to it. You know him good enough to not share it. You know him that he will not do that.
Bullshit.
What about Brantley?
Boogie, it's some ordinary gamers. You're giving.
Oh yeah, because I'm gonna unlike you, I actually care about my reputation. I wouldn't stake it by leaking off-record information.
Every time time he's made a mistake, I've seen him make an apology video saying, "Hey, I got this wrong." Like he's an honorable guy.
I just plain don't like him.
That's fine, but he's honorable.
Okay, why don't you then tell me why don't you like me? All right, let's get it out. Why don't you like me, Mr. Muta? I had no problems with you 30 minutes before, now you do. Come on.
He's an honorable person. He's not going to fucking leak it. He's not going to.
Look, I don't have a problem with Escargot. I just don't like it. I don't have a problem with you. I just don't like you. I used to watch. To watch your content.
What did you like the most? What did you watch?
Mostly just the topics. I would watch. I prefer Asmon Gold on these topics when you repeat whatever Charlie said, you know. And sometimes you do your own research. And I do like the videos where you do your own research and go deep. Those are very interesting, especially when
which ones were they?
I really like the one on the trans person. I thought that was pretty fucking.
The trans person? I don't
whatever
know,
her name is. Keffels? Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm anxious right now. Okay. So
what are you anxious about though? Like nobody's out here hurting you.
I'm about to be manipulated into doing something I've said for 2 years I won't do, so I can stay on the show.
I just started the poll, so only members should be able to vote in that thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
But what I liked about it was mostly the topics, and then eventually I realized that you rage bait a lot.
What did I rage bait about?
Just most of the topics that you've covered.
No. Which topic specifically? You just.
I don't know. There's a lot of gaming stuff.
Well, no. You just accused me that I rage bait. Do you have specific examples or no?
Yes, some of.
Okay, so I have spoken about this before, at least in my last stream. I don't really talk about myself all that much whenever it comes to these things, just because it's not really. It's just not a thing that I do. I don't really talk about myself that much. However, the interesting thing about this is that whenever it comes to Boogie, what you're about to see is something that someone who's very highly manipulative will do. And most manipulation, whenever it comes to people, is very subtle. There are very few times whenever someone will be outright manipulative, especially if you're not used to seeing the manipulation or seeing what manipulation is. In this particular case, this is something that actually drove me really hard up a wall whenever I first heard it. Muda right now is asking for proof of something that he has said. Like, what videos have I said that I'm rage baiting in? And right now, Boogie can't give him one. He can't think of one. The only example he gave was, the trans person that you covered. Well, frankly, that wasn't well. I don't know if they've actually covered the rage baiting. Anyways, it doesn't matter. The whole point is that he couldn't think of an example, and his excuse was, "I'm really anxious right now. I can't think of it. I'm just so anxious. It's not coming to me." No. That's not it. That's not it. You probably do have some anxiety. Not going to question that, but not that much. I am a very highly anxious person myself. I suffer from chronic anxiety. Chronic paranoia. And even I, who suffer from that, can give you an example if I was put in a corner. Like, hey, you need to give me an example of a video that Mudahar has done that you liked. I could easily give you one right off the top of my head. And honestly, the Keffels cover would be one of them. Another one would be this particular situation where he talked about Boogie, or the one where he covered the Blizzard lawsuit. He also covered the Completionist and that whole thing. He also covered Mama Max, another one that I actually liked, up until I kind of really started seeing the manipulative behavior, much like with Boogie, and then I had to step away. But let's carry on.
Your videos about gaming.
Which ones?
I don't know.
So you just said something out of your ass to equate me to some fucking rage bait that you don't have an example.
In my memory, I used to watch you. But
in your memory, but okay, then go back to your memory. Ask again which one's rage baited. Come on.
If I can't even speak,
I need proof.
You talked about
accusing me of something.
You talked about the Blizzard stuff. That's something you talked about.
Wait, when did I talk about the Blizzard stuff?
Did you not talk about the Blizzard stuff?
Well, not to my knowledge. We can look at it right now.
It looks like everyone can vote in the poll because there's over 5,000 votes. But everybody vote. Everyone vote.
Everyone vote. I will not do this live on the show, no matter what you decide. And if you have to fire me on the show, maybe
I
you'll
did talk
rehire
about,
me.
I spoke about their lawsuit, actually. Is that the one you're referring to? The
I don't
Activision
know.
Blizzard
I
lawsuit?
don't know. I'm having trouble remembering things right now.
Because I objectively covered the lawsuit. There's nothing in the title, nothing in the thumbnail.
Boogie, take a moment. Boogie, take a moment. Breathe. Calm down. You're having a fucking panic attack. I can see it on your face.
I am. Yeah, trust me. I'm
Yeah.
about.
Breathe.
It feels like a fucking heart attack, if I'm being honest. But
you're not gonna have a heart
right
attack.
away.
Just chill out a little bit. Breathe in, breathe out. Just chill out. Chill out.
I don't want to, guys. I don't want to share my medical records. I don't want to fucking do.
We gotta just bring the temperature down a little bit.
No, if it costs me the fucking show, it costs me the fucking show. That's it. That's it. If it costs me the fucking show, it costs me the fucking show, and it'll end up costing me everything, and it's fine. It's fine. But
It's
I don't.
because
I don't want to share.
Polycythemia vera is not on there.
Like I said, I still need to get the verifying test. I told you this.
So
Right, we know this. We know that everybody knows this.
I have plenty of things that I can send him. I can send him results of blood tests showing my fucking red blood cell high. We can probably give him the fucking
So
code.
Vera's not on there. Vera's not on the portal.
I don't know, man.
It's not.
I can send you a
You
bunch
do
of
know.
stuff.
It's
You
not.
said 4 days ago you were looking at
Yeah,
it. But you
4
weren't gonna
days ago you said you were looking at it.
Like
So
I
it's
told you,
it's
I
not
spent
on
the
there.
last. Like I told you, I spent the last 2 years getting treated for it. I've been told by my doctor for the last
It's
2
fine,
years. this is
Boogie.
fake.
Just admit it's not on the portal.
It's not on there. I told you this.
Okay,
I told
thank
you I have
you.
to do the verifying
Thank
test.
you. All right.
I can send
You
you
don't have
blood
Vera
tests.
on the portal.
I can give you blood
Thank
test
you.
results.
If
And
you
here's
don't have polycythemia vera on you don't have it on the portal?
He doesn't have it on the portal. He tried
There's
to
other
look for
things-
it.
There are
and it's
other
not
things
on the
that are not
portal.
on the portal that we've talked about.
Okay.
And again,
There we
if I was,
go.
and again, if I was a
Mystery
liar,
solved. You don't
again,
have
if
the
I-
cancer.
and again, if I was a liar, again, if I was a manipulator, I would have sent it.
To
I
be-
would have sent
to
a
be
screenshot
fair-
3 days ago. I would have prepared something for this. The reality of it is, I just want to be genuine. I want to be honest with you. I'm telling you, I've been treated for cancer for 2 fucking
It took
years.
us 8 hours for this honesty.
I've been treated
But,
for cancer. I said all of this several times before.
No, you have not. You have not.
I
This is
told
the
you,
first
and
time you
there's
said it
still
in this
plenty
series of
and
events.
there's still
But to be
plenty of
fair,
proof. There's still plenty of proof in the portal.
Boogie,
There's still
Boogie.
blood tests that
Boogie,
show
I'm
my
not
red
gonna
blood
fire
cell
you.
count.
I'm not gonna fire you. I'm not gonna fire you. You admitted it. It's not in the portal. It is what it is.
I've been treated for it for 2
here's the
years.
thing. There's plenty of
Listen,
proof in the portal.
Let me
that you won't
fucking
let us
talk. Let me
access. No,
fucking
you've
talk.
been
Let me
talking.
And that right there, it's not in the portal. It's not in the portal. Here's the problem with that. Alright, I really gotta fucking collect my thoughts here. So, earlier in this wonderful podcast, and I would recommend anyone and everyone to go watch it. It is pretty good. It's pretty golden. There were mentions of his diagnosis, right? Of his diagnosis of cancer. He says a few times, I counted like 2 or 3, that he said that 3 separate doctors told him, yes, you have, we're going to just call it PV. You have this this polyvera thing. You have this blood cancer. 3 different doctors. According to Boogie's narrative, all 3 doctors says he has it, confirmed he has it because of the markers in his blood, never put it in his patient portal. Never put it under his diagnosis tab. Never put it in the diagnosis at all. It's in his medical charts, the paperwork apparently, but it's not on the portal. And that is where the problem lies. How can 3 separate doctors tell you the exact same thing, but it not show up? I don't believe that. Unless the doctors in his state, in his city, whatever, wherever he's going to see these, unless they're just all that incompetent that they don't update the patient portal for the patient's, and that's more or less for the patient's advantage, for the patient's viewing pleasure. If they need to look at it, they can go see it and see what's going on. None of them updated it. It's not in there. And now you have heard Akeem, of course, confirm that he has now confirmed it, so he's not going to fire him. And you know what? I get... actually, we won't get to that yet. We'll just move on with current testament. So, this is confirmed. It's not in the patient portal. Therefore, it may as well be that he doesn't have it. Sorry. You have no way to prove it.
For 2 hours. Let me talk for a second.
No, I've been getting screamed at and just saying no over and over.
Let Wings talk. Let Wings talk. Wings hasn't talked. Go ahead, Wings.
You. I forgot my point now. Just go ahead and let Boogie talk. I forgot what I was going to say.
It is in my medical charts. My brother has seen it.
Poor Wings.
Call me a liar all you want. And yes, I could, if I wanted to lie here, I would just take a screenshot of the portal and fucking add it on in a goddamn editor. I could hire somebody from another country to make it look perfect.
I forgive you.
Just listen. Just listen. Let me say my piece, and thank you for forgiving me. But listen.
It's a horrible thing, but I forgive you. I don't,
For 2 years, For 2 years, I've been treated for this cancer. It has cost me a fortune in blood tests. It has cost me a fortune in appointments. We have tested for the markers. We have tested my red blood cell count. I'm taking special medication specifically that got prescribed because of this diagnosis.
So my original theory
in my medical charts, my brother, that's why I keep telling you.
I know, you're saying the same thing. You're looping. Listen, 4 days ago, I put out a theory that your doctor told you he thinks you have this, and you rushed to the internet. You made the video the same day. This was my theory, and that's what happened.
It's in my medical charts.
4 days ago, he said that he saw polycythemia vera on the list.
But he didn't. But he
Today
didn't.
he doesn't.
He didn't. He didn't. That was
Today
wrong.
he doesn't.
Can I?
4 days ago.
I'm gonna play devil's advocate here. He still might have the cancer.
Exactly.
Which I do.
Exactly.
Which I fucking do.
Exactly.
But
you're right.
The problem is you've made us sit here 9 hours to get the answer that we knew in hour one.
No, I've given you the answer the whole 9 hours, which is I have the fucking cancer. I'm being treated for the cancer. It's expensive to treat. I've told you that a million times. That's the truth. The only thing I didn't tell you is it's not in the portal. And again, if I wanted to lie to you, I would have just photoshopped something. Instead, I'm fucking telling you over and over and over again, it's only in my medical charts, and I will not share my medical charts. I fucking said this 100 times. It's only in my medical charts, and I will not send my medical charts.
Calm down.
First off, you guys
I'm in the middle of a goddamn fucking anxiety attack. I'm in the middle of, I don't know how to fucking calm down.
Stop. Breathe in. Breathe out. Just listen to Wing.
Oh my God. You're having an anxiety attack not because you've been telling the truth the whole time. You've been having an anxiety attack because you've been fucking caught lying from moment one. And now you're just throwing that out there to get the fucking sympathy, to get people off of you. My anxiety, my anxiety, my anxiety. You can't tell someone who also has an anxiety disorder what your anxiety disorder is like. You're fucking retarded. I'm sorry, I'm heated about it, but it's true. You're just dumb.
Just don't talk. Go on mute.
You most likely have the cancer, right? But you haven't gone through all the steps, so you can't say you have the cancer or not, right?
Exactly.
And I find it very hard to believe, and I'm not willing to disbelieve that three doctors you said diagnosed you.
No, that's why it fucking
none of them wanted to put it in the chart.
That's why it fucking sucks that I'm getting called by all of my favorite fucking creators a liar when I'm not fucking lying.
You lied 1.5 years ago about a diagnosis.
No, I didn't, because he fucking told me. My doctor fucking told me I have cancer. God damn it.
No, he didn't. You can scream and holler, but no, he didn't. So lame. Oh my God.
It's in my fucking medical charts. My brother's fucking seen it. Where's the fucking lie? My girlfriend sat there while he fucking said it.
The lie is that you said it was in your medical charts. Your medical charts is also part of your patient portal. It's not there. You said that your brother sat there and heard it. Your girlfriend sat there and heard it. I don't care how many times you say that they sat there and heard it. Nobody can believe it because those are two very biased sources. those two biased sources will lie for you. Sorry, that's reality.
My brother's seen my medical charts. My friends have taken me to fucking visits where they took my fucking blood.
It's all right. It's all right. It's fine. It's fine. Now we got to why we can't see the records. It's fine. Just calm down. Wings, what he just said is you probably do have cancer. You just needed more tests. It's fine. Nope. You jumped the gun. I know how this works. I'm a YouTuber too. You know, you jump the gun, you rush, you make a mistake. Everyone knows the old man that I accused of being a fucking pedo. I fucking had to eat crow on that. You jumped the gun, you rushed, you made the video. Like, every YouTuber makes mistakes like this. This is crazy how this played out. But I know you. I know as soon as the doctor told you it might be this, you had a panic attack and you rushed the internet to tell them. I know this. Based on everything you told me, I've pieced this together right away. I know you well enough.
He's never said might. He says, we are treating you for this cancer.
But it's not in your portal. He's not putting it on your portal.
I understand. It's my understanding, and Muda's daddy doctor or whoever, or the doctor that was on here earlier can confirm, the treatments are pretty much the same. You do the same thing. You monitor the red blood cell count. You try to bring it down. You give the medications and treatments that bring it down. When it gets high enough, you bloodlet. They fucking literally take your blood, or you can go donate it. We've done all of these things. We are treating me for the cancer, whether I have it or not, I guess. Maybe
They're
when
not
we
treating
do
you
the
for
bone
the
marrow
cancer,
test,
though.
There you go. That's whether you have it or not. Your doctor thinks this is a possibility, so they've been treating it.
Everything
He
that
said that
you showed us, everything that you showed us isn't them treating you for cancer. They're treating you for an overabundance of red blood cells, which they haven't wrote down. They even put the CPAP machine.
And you can Google this.
They put sleep apnea. I understand all this, but what you've told us, the information you've given me,
that's how you treat it. That's how you treat it.
Information you've given me, they don't know what they're looking for, and they're putting you on general medicines that fix the red blood cell problem.
Yes, because with this cancer, you can't attack it directly. Chemo isn't a thing you do for this thing unless it turns into leukemia. That's my explanation of it.
That's very rare, by the way.
Right, exactly. 5% after 10 years, 10% after 20. What normally kills somebody with this is something I'm already high risk for, which is stroke and heart attack.
No. Here's the next step, Boogie. Here's the next step. Here's the next step. The next step is you do that bone marrow test study, and you do your prostate study.
Yeah, first we're going to do the ass cancer thing because it's the most obvious one, and we have signs of it. And I would
see. I just don't get it. I don't get this entire situation. And honestly, I think I might just end up taking a break here, since I've already gone half an hour. I don't want to just be sitting here doing this all night whenever, because I'm going to have to pause a lot, because I listened to this whenever it happened live, and I got so fucking heated hearing his excuses that hadn't changed, had not changed. It literally took him basically losing his podcast job for him to finally admit that there's no way to show it because it's not on the portal. But here's the thing. There's so many red flags to this. You've been treating this same thing for 2 years. Frankly, if 3 separate doctors are treating you for the same thing and they haven't put it on your portal, then that quite literally means you don't have it. One doctor, I could say, might make the mistake and not put it in there. That I would believe. But 3 separate doctors? I don't think so. There is some massive oversight with the medical field where you live, if that is the case, or it's just not the case. It's one of the two. And I applaud both Muda for the confrontation. I applaud and I applaud Wings for, surprisingly enough, being the cooler head and being kind of the mediator, as it were. I mean, Keem was there too, but like Keem basically gave the ultimatum, but Wings really showed that he has the level head out of all of them. And I know you're probably asking, well, where's Tommy? Tommy had to leave earlier because he had to get up early to do something with the family. So I applaud Tommy for being there too, because he was giving Boogie just as much shit. So, but no, this doesn't add up. All of it doesn't add up. And on top of this happening, I finally got back on Twitter for like or X, whatever you want to call it, for the first time in I don't know how many months, and saw what was going on too with the whole political situation. So I've already had a heated day. And then this happens. Well, let's get to the wrapping up part of this.
Tell you guys
you need to do that, but
no. If
your
your doctor says you have ass cancer, you don't tell us on the show. You don't tell anyone. You keep it to yourself until you get
You're right.
3 different confirmations,
and then I probably won't even share it then.
Don't share it unless it's on your fucking portal.
I mean, even then.
Well,
don't
even
share
then,
it.
Because here's the thing, but you
okay, we've admitted that PV isn't in your medical charts, right?
Yes.
I guess.
Yes.
But you said your brother saw it on the medical chart. So what the fuck?
It is in the medical charts. It's not on the portal. I don't know why it's not on the portal. There's several other things that we've discussed. None is not on the portal.
It's not in the medical charts either.
But then apparently the brother has seen it.
It's not there. I'd make that call right now.
No, my brother staked his reputation.
What's most likely there is a packet of papers, and this packet of papers are like where like the registered nurse has pulled possible outcomes
information
of
about
your
it.
Diagnosis.
Yeah, information
Correct.
about it. Yeah. Because it was a possibility.
That's what I'm saying. In papers.
Yeah, Wings, you're right. It was a possibility. They give him paperwork. He shows the paperwork to his brother, right, and asks questions about it. But nothing's been confirmed. That's where these problems happen.
Here's the confirmation though. For the last 2 years, I've been spending a shitload of money to make sure that I don't get a stroke or fucking heart attack from a blood clot, which is how this fucking cancer kills somebody. So yeah, maybe it will turn out that it's polycythemia secondary and not polycythemia vera. Doesn't matter. The disease still fucking kills you. We need to figure out why it's happening. And like the doctor that was on here earlier said, there are other cancers that can cause polycythemia. And that's one of the things we're worried about. So again, my doctor has now shifted. I don't know what markers he's seeing. I don't know. I just know he says it's time to look for other cancers. Let's start with the blood test. And then I said, what about the bone marrow test? He goes, it's unnecessary.
We know. You're looping. We're just saying the same thing over and over again.
How do you? Let me tell you a secret, Boogie. It's going to help you out here. See, you don't know how to read your pathology tests. We just had a doctor in here that could read pathology tests.
My
he would
brother.
have been more than happy.
I know, my brother.
No, an actual doctor. Your brother's not a medical doctor.
Not an MD.
He can still read it. He's a practicing epidemiologist.
Right, but we had a guy that was a practicing medical doctor here that could very easily read your pathology test and tell you what's going on with you.
Yes, I have a doctor that does that already. I have
Use your resources.
I have 3. I have 3 doctors right now already.
Boogie, because you've already shared this, if you do get confirmation and it is in your portal and you have paperwork, show the internet. Don't play around. You've already shared this. All right. Once you get like real confirmation,
I will share it privately with you and only you.
As far as I know, it's so bad that he has just blatantly lied about all of this.
I haven't blatantly lied about a single goddamn thing.
4 days ago, I can see this policy.
4 days ago,
polycythemia vera in my portal.
Lie about
4 days later,
you panicked.
That I did lie about.
That's a big lie.
That I did lie about. Yes, I panicked and I lied about it there.
Yes. Okay. Thank you for admitting
years ago, you had a diagnosis.
Yeah,
now we're just trying to identify different versions. So
yes, because I know that it's in my medical charts because my brother has seen it. My brother saw it.
You just said it's not in your medical charts.
No, I said it is. My brother just said it is. Jordy said he doesn't believe it is. I believe it is. Look, listen, regardless of whatever lie you think I told, and yes, I did lie. I panicked during that last episode.
I know you did. I could see it when you were saying it. You're like, it says it right here. I'm like, no, it doesn't, Boogie. Come on.
But I'm telling you right now, hand to God, on my fucking life.
Oh, no. Muda's going to bring up a great point here too, and I agree. Well, just as soon as you don't have anything else to say, anything else to bring, what do? I'm going to put my hand up to God. God'll back me up. No, he won't. I don't even know if he's up there or not, but if there is one, he, she, it, whatever, it's not going to back you up in this case. You can't use panicking and anxiety as a reason to lie about having cancer. You just can't.
Don't bring God into this. Get out of here.
My hand to God.
Yeah, like anybody's gonna believe that.
Let me finish a fucking sentence. Let me finish a sentence.
So offensive.
Okay, on Satan's name then, whatever you fucking pray to. I don't fucking know. I'm saying on my dog's fucking life. For 2 years, I have believed I have cancer. Sitting right now, I believe I have cancer because I've had a doctor tell me over and over and over again, you have cancer. And he's prescribed medications, and we've done treatments for that
cancer. You didn't have one doctor. Apparently, you have 3 doctors.
All right, guys.
Yes, I have 3. I have a primary
guys, let's wrap it up. All right, we've solved the mystery. All right, Muta, go ahead with final statements.
I think Boogie's a complete liar, and I don't think he should be on this show. I think if you guys continue to pay him, you're supporting somebody that would blatantly lie about the most wild thing on the show. 100%. No, I feel like if you let Boogie on the show, you are supporting somebody that would blatantly lie about one of the most emotionally destructive things in any society. That's where I'm at least. And it's not just me saying it. It's not just me saying it. I'm sure you can get the same opinion out of Charlie. You get the same opinion out of Coffee.
I can get the same opinion out of anyone. But
exactly,
Muta. This is Lolcow Live. He's a
I know.
fucking
And you know what? It's better to replace him with Review Tech USA or somebody else that's more
I know, but that's what
there are
Lolcows
limits.
do.
That's it. Well, I mean, there are just certain limits that people have, all right? And I mean, I think for the people watching, I see it in the entire, I've seen it all day in this fucking chat. People have been pissed. They've super chatted about that. It is a fucking travesty to see the chat react this way.
Wait, let me respond. Boogie, you sit there and help yourself and be quiet right now, and let me actually talk about this. If it was fucking black and white, Muta, where the guy came out and said I have fucking ass cancer and he just doesn't have it, fine. But his doctor thinks he probably has this, and he jumped the gun and made that YouTube video. That's how this whole fucking thing
that just shows me he's even worse than I imagined, because he's out there literally waiting to fucking clickbait the fact that oh shit, I've got cancer written somewhere in the paperwork, better fucking make a video about it.
But it's not the same as your typical I fucking have cancer scammer who makes a GoFundMe. This is gray. We're dealing with him. It's great.
I just think if you guys are gonna let him on, it's more insulting even to you guys as fucking friends in this situation. And me and Boogie, we're never gonna be friends. That's never gonna happen, and that's fine. Trust me, never was looking forward to it anyways. And by the way, it's funny that you said you haven't watched my content for years, but you watched the Keffels one, which is literally 2 months old. So another fucking lie I detected right there.
No, what I'm saying is,
anyway, no. The other thing is,
no, let me say, I had to watch that one for the show. Because we talked
about watch that one for the show. Okay, so fucking.
I watched several other people. But I skimmed yours.
Why did you say it at the time?
Because
Boogie will make an assumption on me and say that I'm a rage baiter when I haven't done that.
In the middle of a fucking panic attack, it's kind of hard to.
Whatever. Cool. It's another manipulation tactic because you'll cry on this camera. You'll cry on the camera when Keem and everyone else is talking to you. When I put the heat on, then you flip to this fucking.
I haven't cried. When I'm talking, I cried.
What are you talking about? 15, 20 minutes ago, you were in tears.
I have no memory of
that. Your emotions, your manipulation, it flips on a dime. Doesn't.
I love whenever Keem just hits the tank. I have to hit it every time he's going in circles. Yeah, no, he hit it 100 times. Oh my god, why? Just why? Okay, well. I'm sorry. It's just some hilarious stuff, man. Yeah, so you lied. You literally lied. There was no second guessing. Everybody knew it from the beginning. You were telling the internet that you had cancer whenever you had no definitive way of showing it, other than, oh, well, all these tests prove it. No, everything you're going through is signs of anything else, and that ended up being the problem. Hell, I even said that because of the fact that you're going and getting your blood test and getting your weight treatment and everything 3 months sounds more like you have diabetes to me, but well, you know.
Work on me. I've dealt with tons of people like you in the past.
I have no memory.
I cut them out of my life. I call it where it is.
Well,
if they have you on the show, you are 100% one of the worst people to be on the internet. These guys put their reputation on the line.
Yeah,
one of the worst. Lying about that's one of the worst.
Out of your fucking mind. Destiny,
one of the worst
to me. The person
one of the worst.
This right now has
defended Destiny lying about cancer.
He's defended rapists, and I didn't lie. Here's the fucking thing. I still have cancer.
It's another cyclical loop.
I still have cancer. It is another cyclical loop. I still have cancer.
He's just looping again.
At the end of the day,
what it is.
The lie was it wasn't.
You have him on here again,
but I still have cancer.
You might as well bring another locale on.
But I still have.
Bring on any other fucking locale.
But I still have cancer. But I still have cancer.
Boogie, please stop.
1 minute. Okay, I had to get rid of them for a second.
Okay.
Wings, go ahead.
I think Mood is being very unfair with this because there's a good chance that Boogie might have the cancer. He just doesn't have it documented. And Boogie wants to lie to cover up lies. Like the whole thing, it's not on my portal, it's on my medical chart. That's not going to happen. You're not going to go to 3 doctors and get 3 diagnoses and none of them update the portal with your diagnosis, especially when it's usually updated within minutes of something happening. It's usually automated. My wife had diabetic acid ketosis in January of this year, and I was sitting in the emergency room with her, and as the blood work was coming in, it was hitting her portal, and I could see her blood work right then and there. It's not something that takes days or to update it. The systems are almost automated at this point. I just feel like Boogie himself, he spends too much effort in lying, and he's ready to 1 foot in the grave. Let's take the plane and nosedive it anytime a problem actually arises. Yep. If he was just honest right at the beginning of it, we could have worked through this. And I think we should still work through this and get his bone marrow test done, even if Locale has to pay for it, because it's better to know than to just wonder and just continually to lie over and over again.
I'm put in a really shitty situation.
What are you thinking? Put your messy brain thoughts out there.
Wings, there's so much pressure on me to kick him off the show.
Okay, so we're getting into a little bit new territory for me, because after Wings finished saying what he was saying there, I hopped off and immediately got on here and had to vent my steam. But let's see what Keem comes to the conclusion of.
First of all, I'm against this cancer culture shit, and I don't see it black and white this is some scammer out there trying to con people that he has cancer. I see it as fucking stupid, mentally ill fucking Boogie who always loves to be a fucking victim, who can't help himself from telling white lies constantly, right? Who gets told, right, hey, you have the indicators that it could be this cancer, and without any confirmation runs to the internet and tells them. That's how I see it. I don't see it as fucking...
Here's some pro Boogie rhetoric right here for you. Boogie didn't start a GoFundMe. Boogie didn't ask anybody to pay for his cancer. He made a video that made $120 out of 250,000 views. So it wasn't very, very monetized, if at all, right? And for the most part, yeah, there have been issues where he's oh, my cancer, this cancer, that. Yeah, he tried to use cancer to get out of an episode with me and Tommy 1 week or some shit like that. I don't see him as using it as a way to make money, and there's still a good chance he has it. He just hasn't done all the tests needed to do it. But there's also that chance he does the test and it comes back he's never had it at all, and he just had a really bad case of sleep apnea.
I don't want to fire him I don't want to kick him off the show, and that might destroy the show. Everyone might fucking hate the show now and not want to support the show. I mean, dude, what Muta is saying is true. Do you know how many people out there have lost family members to cancer? And this thing that Boogie did, even though I can see it for what it is, he's just an idiot, right? That hurts a lot of people. Like, people are like fucking devastated and hurt by this shit. That Boogie
I
did
feel
this
you.
stuff.
My grandma died from cancer. My grandfather died from cancer. My grandfather.
Cancer has taken 3 of my family members, 2 aunts and a grandfather. So it's yeah, it hit damn straight on all that. It hits a chord with everyone. What conclusion are we going to come to? Does he even come to one?
Father's brother died from cancer. My father's most likely going to die from cancer. I'm most likely going to die from cancer.
I have at least 5 family members. So,
But at the same time, it's like Boogie is a professional victim, and this is why he's a lolcow, and this is why it's lolcow live. I don't see Boogie doing all the nefarious things that come with faking cancer. Granted, he's pioneering shit here. But he's not like, oh, I've got this. Hey, come donate for my medical treatments while I go on vacation. He hasn't done that.
yeah, he's not, yeah. Okay. All right. Wings, we're going to leave it at that. See you, man.
See you, buddy.
Oh, this was a tough one. But I did promise, if you've seen the chat at the very beginning of the show, I did promise you, without a shadow of a doubt, that we would get the medical records before the end of the show. And we got it. We got confirmation that this cancer of the blood thing is not in his portal. And it's probably not in his medical records. They think that it possibly is cancer. And I do believe he is getting treated for possible cancer, but it's just not confirmed. I'm not letting him get away with anything. By the way, all these people that, like, you know, want to ramp this up, like, you need to fire him, you're letting him get off and all that. Bro, he got exposed on this show. Every fucking major YouTuber ran with this story. Boogie is now known for lying about cancer because of the show. He didn't get away. There is no getting away.
That's true.
He's fucking down bad. He is down bad, ladies and gentlemen. There is no getting away. But when it comes to firing him, that's where it's like, I don't want to. I don't want to. I wish I could see pure evil in this guy like other people do, because it would be so easy. I'd be like, fuck you. You're gone. But I don't. I see a legitimate fucking head case that has serious fucking problems, that gets in these little panic attacks and can't help himself but to not fucking lie and fib or like jump the gun, like freak out and fucking, oh, you think I might have cancer? Let me go make a video and announce to the world that I do have cancer. That is the Boogie I know. That is the Boogie I know. He's a fucking mess.
Okay. I'm going to hit this from 2 separate points, and then this is where I'm going to end it. I get that. Do I think that Boogie just lied for the sake of, I don't know, like let's put it as a worst case scenario. He was just pure evil. He lied to be evil. No. I don't think that he did. I don't think that he lied to be evil. I think that lying helped him. I mean, he got some sympathy from it for about 2 years. I'm pretty sure there are people who were sympathetic who may not have given him some extra monetization, some extra financial gain, some extra financial help without the idea in mind that, oh, this dude's going through cancer. If I stop paying the extra $10, $20, $30 that I give him every month because of Patreon or whatever it is that he gets funded through, I'm gonna feel bad because I just just took away someone who's suffering from cancer's possible additional money for whatever. I think that is the case, that he lied just for the manipulation, for whatever gain he could get out of it, whether it be sympathetic or otherwise. From the other standpoint, I also understand that this is a lol cow podcast. The people that are on it are supposed to be exactly that, and he is one. And from a business standpoint, it does kind of start to fall apart if you have two but kick out another. I totally get it. I think what ends up being the point here, I'm pretty sure Keem is going to think the same thing. It's going to come down to what this does for business. What does this do on the business side of things? Does it hurt the business more by keeping him, or does it help the business more, or does it help the business more by keeping him? That'll be that will inevitably be the thing. Does it help by keeping him there, or does firing him help? Because either way you look at it, he has no physical, visible proof that can be shown that he suffers from this. The only thing that he has is current treatments, and all the current treatments that he's going through point to several different things in many different directions. It doesn't just all immediately coalesce together and point toward cancer. So, I don't know. I think that's where we are. I personally, complete personal note, I think that despite Boogie being a massive head case, being a massive lolcow, being quite literally one of the most manipulative people on the planet as far as the internet is concerned, I personally don't forgive him. It's not the worst thing in the world that he could have lied about, sure, but it's pretty damn bad. But I think that's what it will inevitably boil down to. Keem's probably going to take next week, or however long it takes until the next lolcow happens. He's going to go to Twitter and everywhere else, and he's going to poll the audience, see what they want to do, and quite honestly, with the chat that I had seen during the whole thing, don't like Boogie's chances. He's probably done. But ultimately, it's Keem's product, so who knows? We shall see, I suppose. For me, though, this is the first lolcow live that I ever actually watched from beginning to end. I was there from the very beginning to the very end. I have subscribed to the channel, as you can see there. I'm gonna keep tabs. But as far as I'm concerned, giving Boogie any sort of attention to this point, it's just done. I would be done. Everybody else should be done. It's just over. So anyways, that's basically it. That's all I really needed to cover. I don't really want to 100% do these streams where I talk and there's not a whole lot going on, because I don't know, I just don't feel like I'm doing enough, I guess. But 'cause that's how my brain works, I suppose. But that's where we are, and hopefully, well, now I'm moving on to something different. See, that's talking about where my brain goes. But yeah, that's it. I'm ending it here. Like I said, I hope I don't have to come back and do a lot of these streams where I'm talking by myself. I mean, I don't mind doing it, I guess, especially if it's something I need to get off my chest and off my head, but it's like this one infuriated me. I had to say something about it just to make sure that it doesn't weigh down my fucking mental state for who knows how long. Yeah. For now, it's been fun. I'll be back hopefully here in the next little while, maybe half an hour or so, with more arena gameplay. We will get back to that. Get back to business as usual. And who knows? Maybe I'm definitely not going to browse Twitter while I'm on stream. That would be suicide, basically. But I will. Maybe I'll cover some topics that have kind of hit my Twitter feed. But we'll see. We'll see. In the meantime, hope you all are doing well. Hope everything's going good for everybody who stops by later. And I hope to see you all soon.